Okay, it's Thursday, a new day, and I'm feeling good. It's kind of bright out, so hopefully you can see the screen. So I was having a bad day, bad week, and I was like, you know what? I don't drink, but I'm gonna take this edible drink. It's like a, a Delta 9, a THC drink, and just to get relaxed. And I'm two in, and I'm feeling really good. And I want to talk about the time I had an out of body experience and how it came about, how it felt. And yeah, just giving you my thoughts on it. So I'll tell you this: I've never had anything like that happen to me before, and it was like if I never experienced that, I would have said that stuff like that it's just BS. Watching yourself from like a third person point of view, that's not it's all made up. But when I experienced it, it was like I said, it was like an eye opener. All right, so let me go back. So this year I had made a resolution to not drink alcohol. So I've been drinking non-alcoholic beverages when I go to the bar. And one time they accidentally gave me it was non-alcoholic, but it was a THC drink. And the experience I got from that, like after after it hit me what I had just drank, I was like, man, this is the best, like a really great feeling. I never knew that THC could hit like this. Then later on, I did some research and saw that it was when ingested, it's not the same effects as when you smoke it. When you ingest it, it's to a whole nother level. Like shrooms, but even like almost to the point to that, or maybe even higher than that. So I still like. So I've heard that it hits way harder, and I was like, I gotta try this again. So I went to a store and bought these gummies, and they were Delta 9, like really, really, really low dosage, like 5 or 10 milligrams. And yeah, took them. They hit harder than the drinks, and yeah, great feeling, a feeling of euphoria. And then I had bought some more, but this time they were different. It was Delta 8, and I heard Delta 8 is fake. It's faker than fake, and so I didn't think nothing was gonna happen. And it was higher dosage, and I took like 2 of them, and it might have been like about 1,000 milligrams. Who knows? It was a lot. What happened next is why I'm here. So I took them and went to bed because the guy who sold them to me at the store said, these you could take when you're just up and about and want to chill. These you take when you want to go to sleep. And so I took it. Went up right before I went to bed. Took them, passed out, and woke up. And when I mean I woke up like it was like I had never existed before, and I had just woken up for the very first time, and all this wave of information is coming into my brain. It kind of you might have felt something like this when you were a kid and maybe you're like 3 or 5 years old and you become conscious for like the first time. That's like the best explanation that I could kind of relate it to. It was just like that, but it happened for a second time. Right now, I'm 35 years old, so it's like waking up for the first time, and I know I've been here for 35 years, and um, it that was just the beginning too. It was like right after that, after I became conscious, I could not go back to autopilot. And what I mean is, like sometimes, like when you're driving on the road, or maybe when you're listening to this video, you're doing other things. You just go on autopilot. Like you're there, but you're not really there. You know, you're still functioning, but you're not really here. Um, so it felt, I was so awake, and I could not go back to autopilot. I kept closing my eyes, laying down, and saying, "Hey man, just you're high, sleep it off." And no matter what, I could not go to autopilot. I was just super alert of myself, my existence, my surroundings, and started the out of body experience. Once I became extremely alert of my existence, I started to just see myself like I was laying down on the couch, see myself, and then I was like just hovering. I was to my left. I was hovering right there, and I was watching myself exist, and and I knew what I was doing. I knew I was over here watching a different version of me. And then when I would do something, like I would get up, I would walk around, go flicker the lights on and off. I did that a lot. I was I knew that was gonna happen before it happened. It was that sounds really weird. Like I could see my future actions before before I actually do them. And the best example I could give you is from a clip of Donnie Darko. If you ever seen Donnie Darko, it's an old movie from like I think 2000 or 2001 or I don't know. And it stars I think Jake Gyllenhaal. And basically, there's a clip in here where Donnie he sees like these spheres or souls of every person, and they come out their chest, and you can see where it's gonna lead you to before it leads you to. So let me play this clip. Hopefully you can see it because it's kind of bright.
You guys want anything? Look at beer. Ladies and grooms, join us at the Middlesex Pavilion Hall for Middlesex Halloween.
Yeah, so that's what it felt like. I was just watching myself do things, and before I actually did them, it's almost like saying, like there was that movie where I think it's called Inside Out or something. Maybe they have like this character, and inside this character's heads are like all these emotions. Like there's like an angry dude, a goofy, I don't know, and they all have different emotions, and they're like, you know what, we're gonna make this human, you know, be angry or be happy, and they just push the buttons. It was almost like that, but like, hey, we're gonna make him flick off this light switch. All right, pushing it in. All right, and then he's doing it. It was basically like that. Like I'm visualizing my thoughts as they're being created for the first time. Like instead of most of the time, it just comes whatever. Like look at that. You know, it just coming. But with this, I was actually seeing as it's formulating, and at a level that I'm actually like just like I don't know, it's just like really slow. Like it most of the time when we think it's quick, but this was just like really slow. I'm seeing the process, and that's another thing I want to talk about too. Besides just like watching myself from a third person point of view, time went super slow. Like it just felt like forever. Like I kept looking at my phone, and every time I would walk around, you know, and then look at my phone, it's like it's the same time. I was like, how long is a minute? I mean, it was like 3 o'clock in the morning, and it felt like it was 3 o'clock for days. It got to the point where I was just writing down, like, what time is it? Let me write this down, and I'm gonna close my eyes. Hopefully, when I look at my phone, it's gonna be a different time, and I'm gonna write that down, and that's how I'm gonna get over this. And then, yeah, the another kind of crazy part happened was there's a theory called simulation theory, in which that we're all just part of a machine, like we're not really here. And that thought came into my mind, and I was like, how do I know that I really exist? How do I know that I'm really here? You know, how could I prove to myself that this is real? And I told myself, well, what if I did something that I knew I could truly never achieve, like just something random that only can happen in a dream. If it like I don't know, like I'm hanging out with the president and celebrities, and you know that would never really happen in real life. You know that's only in a fantasy. You know, so I was thinking, you know what? Because if this is not real, then I'm just gonna imagine me, because again I have the ability to, anytime I have a thought, that I'm gonna do this action. So I told myself I'm just gonna I'm thinking of calling up somebody famous, and that famous person was Sam Harris. He's a neuroscientist. You might have never heard of him. I was like, I'm gonna reach out to him, and he replies, then that means I'm what do you call? I'm in a simulation. But if I reach out to him and he doesn't, I can't get in connection with him, then yeah, this is a reality. Reality sucks, you know. So I went on Google and I tried to look for his contact information, and I was like okay, how do I contact him? And eventually I couldn't get any of his info, and I gave up. And that's how I knew, okay, I'm in the real world. Just gotta ride this high out, and go to sleep, and hopefully I don't know, I feel better. And yeah, so not too deep, just saying that it was crazy. You know, first time ever I felt out of body experience. I'm outside of my freaking body, just floating around. Again, I'm not religious. I'm like super atheist. I don't believe in none of that stuff. But this made me feel like a freaking god. I felt like a freaking, like I said, I just woke up. I was like my own creator. I'm like, if I think it, I'll do it. And I had that thought for a while after, and it almost makes me it come to the conclusion that thoughts are dangerous because I've heard it, if you will it, you will achieve it type of mentality, and I kind of had to agree with it to an extent. And I was thinking like, if you think of something, you're highly likely to do it. And I mean, within the realm of reality. But like let's say you're thinking of I don't know, picking a fight with somebody, and you're always thinking that, then you're almost like talking yourself into doing that action. So I am a firm believer in that. And then that's what made me even think even deeper about, well, then we shouldn't think of bad things, because if you think of bad things, then you're likely to do them. And while I was on this freaking crazy trip, I kept telling myself, all right, don't think of anything horrible, because I don't want to, do anything. Like, think happy thoughts. I kept telling myself that, like, just think happy thoughts, calm thoughts, and yeah, and then boom, I was like in a euphoria of just peace and bliss. And then I was like just super, like, a lot of people have done me wrong, and I'm always bitter about it. And I was like, forgive everybody. You know what? I don't really care about this. There's more important stuff. And I was just super forgetful. Forgiveful, and just like super chill, laid back. I was like, that was an experience. So now, this is the first time since that was a month ago, and I'm drinking these cocktails. I'm 2 down, and I think that's enough, cause man, I'm still not like I was that one time, cause that was like 1,000. But this is a good little right here, and I don't know, crazy video.